Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This one is Game 3 against Sotek in our best of 3 as part of the quarterfinals? Yeah, I'm going to go quarterfinals. I've decided. I finally got it right, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, it's the quarterfinals of the Shadow Spring Tournament, and again, blind picks. I picked Beastmen for the final round, and he picked Dwarfs, so it can be a little bit rough, as we saw from Sue Devil's games, you know, when I played him the other day in our little sort of mini-series we did. This battle was actually played before I'd played Sue Devil, so, you know, a few of the little things of, yeah, I should have just brought Cygors, right? Things like that don't apply here. Those lessons had not yet been learnt, so this is going to be a struggle once again. So here you can see I have Ungor Herd in the front line, just something cheap to bog him down. So over here you can see I've got Razor Gore Herd, I have 2 units of them. These guys, good armor piercing, and yeah, that's about it really. They'll be really good just for charging in and knocking down some dwarves. Also, I've got 2 units of Bestigors. The Bestigors, a lot of AP, so that's going to be really nice. Also, I've got Morgo the Shadow Gave. He's just very resilient. He's got poison attacks, and of course those Chaos Spawns are really good for mucking up a dwarven back line. Also, I've got a Brave Shaman of Shadows. He's on his Chariot, so he's going to be a lot of use, I think. So yeah, Chariots are great against dwarves. You know, they've got a lot more mass now, but Chariots are still good. So obviously, Centaurs are great weapons here. You know, they're not going to run out of vigor, and you know, great armor piercing again. So it's going to be really useful. So Sotek here. Oh, that's right. I also have some harpies, which I've already sent in. I've got 2 units. I actually vanguarded one in this corner, so I was here immediately. So here you can see Sotek has some miners. He's got some longbeards, some dwarf warriors, some longbeards, some dwarf warriors, some longbeards with great weapons. He's got some rangers and some bugmans in the back. He's also got a thane to, you know, sort of just pin me in place. The Runesmith, again, Rune of Wrath and Rune is going to be really useful for slowing down my more expensive units. He's also got the Dragonback Slayers for killing monsters, some extra Slayers, and he's got a Goblobber and a cannon. And in the back you can see Ungrim, obviously he's unbreakable, you know, armor piercing, anti-large, he's going to be really good for hacking down big monsters. So yeah, he's got a lot of stuff for taking out big monsters, but really I've only got sort of cavalry and razor gores, which in terms of big monsters, which is pretty good to be honest. These guys are going to be very useful, but you know, obviously I can run away from the stuff that he's got, provided he doesn't, you know, pin it all down with Thames and Rune of Wrath and Ruin and stuff like that. So so that's alright. So I didn't get very monster heavy this time. So we're going to speed things up. So obviously he's shooting at me with his cannons, that's always a nuisance. Don't really want him shooting at my Bestigors, but I can't really help it. So here I'm just trying to get to him as quickly as possible, because obviously, you know, I was over here, and he went in the corner. So he's using this terrain to his advantage. So here I'm trying to get on things with the Harpies, just sort of cause some problems, but they don't path out very well a lot of the time. So, and did very little to Bugmans. That was a bit of a mistake. I'm trying to manage everything else coming in, so I'm pretty sure I thought they were just the usual rangers, but no, the normal rangers are there. So I did very little damage, and they're going to regenerate, so oh well. But I kept them a bit distracted for a while, so that's good news. So, you know, Centaurs charging in here. Obviously, the Longbeard's a great weapon. They're going to be very dangerous to my Bestigors, but not as dangerous to my Centaurs. My Centaurs are going to be able to hit him a bit better. So my other Harpies come in, again, just mucking down all this stuff. So he does have some Slayers in here, of course, but it's stopping the Rangers from firing into my low armoured units over here. So trying to pull things around this way. So over on this side you can see I've used the Withering, upgraded, so got a load of Withering there, which is great. Load of armour is going to get sundered. My Bestigors are going to wade in, and you see actually these Dwarf Warriors are taking a fair bit of damage just from the Ungors, which is pretty cool. So now I'm charging in again. It's quite difficult to penetrate this wall, and with the Slayers on this side I don't really want to be fighting them. So here you can see the Razor Gores have been charging in. Here I'm chasing these Slayers down with my Ungor Herd, and I'm going to try and get some charges into the Longbeards, because Longbeards, you know, that armor piercing, like I said, great against the Bestigors, but it's not really going to help against the Centaurs that don't rely on their armor. They have no armor. So getting these guys gone will be really helpful for my Bestigors. Unfortunately, I do have the problem that the artillery is still firing into here, and that's not good. So here I have managed to get 1 unit of Centaurs into the back line, which is great for me. You can see he's actually thrown his Slayers into here, I think. Where is Dragonback Slayers? Oh no, they've come back this way. So I need to get these guys out of there. It's hard to keep track of all this nonsense, it's such a mess. Anyway, so here you can see I did actually place my Chaos Spawn on top of the Bugmans. And Chaos Spawn right on top of them. Yeah, Bugmans don't have a lot of armour, and they don't usually rely on it, but against big monsters like Chaos Spawn, they're actually going to take a ton of damage. This is probably the best counter I have to the Bugmans, honestly. So unfortunately I'm getting a lot of my guys caught out here. My Brave Shaman's stuck in the middle here. You know, I've still got Ungor Herd that are healthy, which is amazing. And some of them will be coming back, the ones that have fled. And over here, these Longbeards with great weapons are fighting Ungor herd. That is not a great trade for them. They really want to be fighting Bestigors or something, you know, worthwhile. So here I've got Bestigors chasing Ungrim, and I'm going to have Morgo run out of here. Actually, it looks like they're chasing the miners, which is bad. So I'm going to double them back, and I'm going to get Morgo out of there, because one-on-one, Ungrim just hits so hard he will kill Morgo. But Morgo can regenerate, so I need to get him out of here so he can regenerate. So come on, Bestigors, come on. I do get this done eventually. So there you see, Bugman's taken out by a free unit. And my other free unit have run in here to deal with the Goblobber, and that is going to give my Bestigors a lot of respite. Also, my Brave Shaman is still going, so I'm going to charge into this side, get into these Longbeards, start doing some damage. So that's definitely going to help. And it'll hopefully keep my guys in the fight a little bit longer, and he won't be able to use these guys to help in this fight. So that would be good. So over here you can see the Longbeard's taking a ton of damage. Goblobber's basically gone. I'm going to keep on the Bugmans. I just want to shatter them. He's got some other Rangers coming, but you know, I'll get rid of them eventually. Over on this side, it's just Slayers and his heroes against my Bestigor herd. Obviously the Rune Wrath and Rune is going to get a lot of damage in. You know, the more he's able to cast it, the more damage he's going to do. And I can't recover from that. There's no healing, you know, for the beastman. So here you can see these Bestigors. They are struggling to take down Ungrim, but they will get him. They will get him. So I'm sending Morgo in again now that he's regenerated a little bit, just to try and get that last hit on him. So that'll be great for me. So pulling some more guys out, I actually managed to get the Dragonback Slayers way out of position because they were chasing Ungor herd, which is great. Got a load of units coming back. Over on this side, the last of my cavalry just collapsed on top of this stuff, which is really good. And so I'm slowly trimming the edges. You know, the back line is completely compromised, so now it's going to turn into a mosh pit, which is kind of annoying because he's still got Slayers going, so really I need to get rid of the Slayers and then I can use my cab to take out the rest, but it's a nuisance. It's a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, everything that I have that's good against dwarves is bad against Slayers, basically. Well, it's still the Bestigors. Bestigors just good combat stats. They'll do well against most things. But it would be cheaper to have, you know, just Ungors and things, just whittle down the Dragonback Slayers while the Bestigors focus on something more important. So, yeah, starting to get some good damage in. So, where's Morgo at the moment? Oh, yeah, so I pulled Morgo out and had him run to the safety of my cheap Ungors that could bog down anything fast enough to chase him, being the Slayers. So, so I ran him back. You see, I've been cycle charging with the Brave Shaman. He's taking a ton of damage, but with Ungrim dead, it's basically just these two lords left. But this is really close. Looking at the health bars of all of my guys, you know, the fact I've got Bestigors running away, he's still got Longbeards with great weapons on this side. This is actually a really powerful force. This is not going to be easy. Also, I've got Morgo in here. He's still getting chased, so I'm pulling him back through, and hopefully the Ungor herd can do some damage to the Slayers as they're trying to chase him. So once again, Brave Shaman's coming in, and here I do actually get the Razorgore herd charging into the back. So these guys are getting completely surrounded. You see the Longbeard's great weapons are taking a ton of damage, but their leadership is still holding, which is just insane. These guys don't want to stop fighting. The Longbeard's just amazing leadership, and immune psychology, of course. So you know, they're not going to get scared away by anything. So, but did finally break him. Because, I mean, look at the overwhelming amount of, like, damage I have in here. Obviously, I've got a lot of cheap units like the Ungors, but then I've got a load of Centaurs and Razorgores, and, you know, I've got my Shaman running in as well. There's a lot of damage here. So, Morgo, he's having another rest. No point charging him in just yet. You know, may as well heal up a little bit more before I charge him in. And you see, these guys are starting to suffer some damage here, so that's good. But more of my Centaurs are fleeing, which is not good. Both my Bestigors are running away there. They're miles away. I do have some harpies that'll be coming back, but still, that's not exactly, you know, a powerful force, is it? So, but looking like, yep, Slayers are gone now. Slayers are gone, so it's just these two. So if I can keep charging in with cavalry, keep knocking them over with the chariots, they won't be able to get as many hits in. So Morgo is actually coming into this fight as well. So here, I don't know which one I'm targeting. They're both very important to kill. If obviously I kill the Thane, he won't be able to use the Tormentor Sword and pin my guys down, so I won't be able to cycle charge so much, but obviously if I kill the Runesmith, he won't be able to keep putting runes down. But luckily, just the whole mosh pit just squashes them, basically, and they decide they've had enough. So, yeah, so that's third game. So that is, yeah, game, set, match. So, Pyrrhic victory. So, brilliantly played to Sotek. Immediately after we had this, he said, oh, bloody hell, I should have moved out. I should have been more aggressive with the dwarves, given my artillery and range units some respite. But no, I just had to let you get them with the Chaos Spawn. So, and I think that's a valid, you know, valid concern. I think that's what really sort of messed things up for him. It made it very difficult to sort of keep his back line safe, especially because I had such a mobile force, as all beastmen do, you know. I could constantly harass on one side or the other, so him knowing that he could have, you know, a bit more room would have been really useful. and he picked up on that, so, you know. But I think that's about it, honestly. I think it's a good build. Obviously, it's not the, you know, what Zoo Devil brought the other day with the crazy amount of Iron Breakers. But then, you know, I think this is actually a better army to deal with that kind of build anyway. Just the Bestigors are just going to get a lot more work done. So, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So this is definitely a fun one, really good series, and so close. Such a close series. So yeah, well played to Lore Monster Sotek. Obviously, guys, go check out his channel. He does a lot of lore videos, and you know I love lore, guys. So you know, if I'm telling you to go and watch his, you know they're good. So yeah, I think that's about it, right? So I guess once everyone has played their matches, which they kind of have, but I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen them yet. But anyway, once everyone's done their matches, then we'll be getting on to the next round, and I'll let you know who's through. So it should be a lot of fun. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.